For the next 72 hours, I'm going to be eating only what I hunt, including animals from the land, air, and sea. Not to mention, I'm going to be harvesting one of the biggest creatures that I've hunted all year. With that said, the 72 hours starts now. So we're heading out to a man-made creek that is loaded with trout. Trout is one of my favorite things to eat, and it'll be a great way to start out this challenge. All right, we're now at the trout stream. I've got a little tiny bait rigged up. We're not here necessarily for giants. We're just here for some meat. Trout is one of my favorite things to eat, so we're gonna throw this out there and see if we can catch one really fast. And maybe fill up a stringer. I don't wanna eat trout this entire challenge, but if we're hungry, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's gonna get us through, that's all that matters.
The key is to put it in there. Oh, got one on.
There you go.
Got one on. There we go. Let's go, baby. We're not going hungry, James. We will not go hungry.
Not in this challenge.
Demolish that. Look at that. Right on the top of the nose, that's where you want them. That right there is not a giant trout, but like I said, that right there will fry up really nice.
Throw one on the stringer one time.
This is not a natural creek. This creek is man-made, and they are stocked in here. And well, they're stocked for us. We're here to basically just fill a freezer.
We are here to complete this challenge.
We will not be going hungry, but you know what? It's not just about survival at this point.
It's thrival.
Thrival. Thrival is what we're going for, and I think thrival starts with us filling a limit right here at this trout stream.
We got 3 of us here. Anything less than 15 is a failure in this challenge.
Straight up. We will get tired of eating trout before 15 are gone. This is just to make sure we're replenishing our calories. So that said, we're gonna get you guys over to the GoPro. James and Zach are gonna start fishing, and I'm gonna pick up the old fly rod and see if I can get a limit that way. There you go, James.
Not a bad one. Get him in the boat.
We're on the stringer, brother. And that's not how you handle fish.
Yes, sir. I know it.
Everybody drop a dislike for James.
Yeah, wet your hands first.
Wet your hands before you drop them on the concrete. Everybody knows that, James. Show us how to actually handle a fish here, James. You're gonna wet your hands.
Yeah. Keep them off the wall.
Keep them off the wall. Wet your hands. That's how you do it right there.
Keep them or don't.
Heck yeah, keep him. This is a survival challenge, brother. Got him. Haha, let's go. That's my, now what do I do? Oh, he came off. Didn't know where to reel or pull the line. Dang it. That sucks. He's right there. You gonna bite again, buddy? One on. Is it better to like let them take the line and reel, or like
Pull your line.
better off do that and then just boat whip them a little bit? I had one on and I was stuck in between and lost him. Oh, brutal. Brutal is what that is. There he is. Got one. Let's go. Let's go. Don't come off. Don't come off. Don't come off. Don't come off. Oh, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Get on the boat. No. No. That's brutal. That is brutal. All right, I'm not gonna mess with this too much longer. Like I said, I ain't eating nothing but what we catch today, and I ain't got time for this. So I gotta figure out how to land fish on a fly rod. I can catch them right here. I've got more bites here. Got him. Get on the boat. Let's go.
First ever fish, Tate. There you go.
Let's go. Hey, he ain't big, but you know what?
Don't matter. Not for this challenge.
It don't make a you know what.
But what caused SpongeBob's hands got the...
SpongeBob, let go. That nice, beautiful trout. We will be eating this guy. Let's put him on the stringer. I got 3 more to go. There he is. There he is.
There you go.
Get in the boat.
Nice.
Let's go.
Look at that. He ate it good.
He did eat it pretty good. All right, another one on the stringer. That's what we're looking for, baby.
Nope.
Ow.
Try again.
Try again. It's like Pac-Man.
There you go. Zach's got him another one. Big Daddy. What's your secret?
Salmon eggs. Salmon eggs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we end up limited out. That's right, 3 limits of trout. I think it's safe to say if we absolutely had to, we could just eat trout for the next 24 hours.
Not preferable.
We do have a bunch of trout. If it comes down to it, we can eat those guys. But up next is something I really want to get, and something I think will add a little variation to our diets over the next 24 hours. Well, y'all, it is pouring the rain out, and well, it's one of those days where you want to sit home and just eat something. But unfortunately, we don't have nothing to eat. Except for some trout, which is good. I actually like trout. Trout's great.
Some fresh hatchery stocked trout.
Right there we go, all cleaned up. Getting ready to fry those babies up, smack it. Let's get those frying. good, James?
Brother, it looks nice. All it is, got some trout, some seasoning, lemon juice. That's all you need. All right. Oh,
Whoops.
a little bit of a fumble there.
Botched that one.
The thing with this trout is the meat literally just falls off the bones.
There it is.
There we go. Nice place.
That's the first one we needed.
3 beautiful
That's right.
cooked rainbow trout.
Exactly. We fixed 3 because Zach was supposed to join us, but Zach ended up not joining us. So that just means more for us. All right. What an angle. Anyway.
You need the skin on yours?
Yeah, skin's good.
That was good for you, but
Ooh, spicy.
a little morsel of trout.
I'll be honest with you. I could probably eat trout for 72 hours. I ain't gonna lie.
I love trout.
Trout's good.
Look at that nice, beautiful white meat.
You think Zach's at home probably like just cheating?
He's probably cheating right now.
I about guarantee he's cheating.
He's talking about Wendy's earlier. He sounded a little bit too happy.
Pull this back.
Look at that. Comes right off the bones.
Boneless. Boneless.
Boneless, skinless. Fresh, never frozen.
All right, well, these trout right now are going to be a good source of calories. I need to swallow the bone.
That's good for you. Calcium.
Or at least enough to get us to our next meal. I definitely think we could probably do this whole challenge with just the trout we caught, but that's kind of boring. And plus, who's going to eat one thing for 72 hours? That's 3 whole days.
Not me.
But this will definitely get us to our next meal.
Onwards.
Now, the day prior, Zach and James actually set out some minnow traps and crawpappy traps. 24 hours later, they went back to the creek, gathered the crawpaps, and now it's time to munch. So as always, we put out a crawdad trap at our favorite minnow creek and one of our favorite crawdaddy creeks. And well, to say the least, it has produced. Shout out to James and Zach for going out there and grabbing that. This is some of the most we've ever caught. This is a lot of crawdaddies.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, Tate. There's some absolute lobsters. Look at that one on the wall. He would get a hold of you real quick.
Yeah, he would. The only thing getting a hold of him, the only thing, I don't know. Insert something cool there. Boom. There they go.
Into the pot.
All right, here we go. We're just gonna dump them all in there. Get on in there, gentlemen.
Oh my God. No,
Grab
no.
that. Yeah, grab that.
Woo.
Oh!
Oh my God, Tate, what are you doing?
Sorry.
This is my house.
Driving them everywhere. This is why my wife does not allow me to cook at the house anymore.
Brother, there was one going under the stove.
There we go.
God bless.
You just about had one in your ductwork right there. Well, that has cooled the temperature down. You can see these guys already getting red. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my favorite things. We'll probably eat this entire video. I don't know what we're gonna eat, but this is probably one of my favorites. Gonna give them guys some time, let them get good and red, put a little seasoning in there. What do we got here? Is that Cajun?
Cajun.
Sounds good. We're gonna try some of these. I'm pretty excited. You know, just a little visual. Just put a little something on there. This smells really good. This pretty much smells just like we're at a seafood buffet right here. And a buffet is pretty much exactly what this is, except there's limited quantities.
So it's not a buffet.
I guess not. I'm gonna show you how to do this, Zach. Crack this open, twist it like that. You can suck on it, or you can just throw it in there. I'm not gonna suck on these because it didn't purge.
Yeah, Zach, throw them in there. You don't want to do that.
Then you pull, pinch, boom, just like that. And there's a little streak right here. Now, Zach, knowing the kind of things you engage in, you might enjoy that. For me, I just like it like that, nice and clean. Little nugget. Oh God.
You enjoying it, Tate?
That's good.
You just ate about 5 calories, and you probably spent more calories getting on the ground than you just consumed.
That is the problem. There's not many calories in these things, but it's uplifting to have something so delicious.
Zachary, show us how to do it. He said, brother, let me do it over the computer.
What in the world? You just ripped up.
I did. I just
What happened? There it is.
Not a lot.
Jump scare.
God, so good. Have you got your first bite yet?
I'm not. I'm trying to get all the crap off of it at the moment.
I'm going in for thirds here. James, you're
Brother,
just...
this one's covered in crap. I destroyed it.
You just screwed, James. You got a camera.
So now you hold here.
Hold there.
Hold there and
You
you
twist. No, you twist.
Twist,
There
twist,
you go.
twist.
pull. Like this?
Yes.
Yep. There you go.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Everybody comment down below. Zach, you can do it.
Yep.
Zach, you can do it.
You're gonna pinch right there. You're gonna peel this first one off. Now you're gonna grab a hold of that with one hand and pinch where I showed you. You know.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
There it
Now
is.
hold it in your hand. Hold it in your hand.
Hold on. Let me wipe this off.
Hey, go for it.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
I'm telling you, it's good. And these are lightly seasoned. I mean, we put some seasoning in there. It just don't come through all that much because obviously you have a shell. That is great. All right, we're gonna finish some of these up, get James in here on some, and then we're moving on to the next thing because this is not gonna be enough to sustain us. It's important to note that James and Zach actually don't have to do this challenge, but I offered $100 a piece if they will complete this 72-hour challenge with me, and they both accepted. Now, before we move on to our next source of food, let me show you what I've been using throughout this entire video behind the scenes. The Anchor Solix C300 DC. It has a massive 90,000 milliamp hour capacity with a powerful 300 watt output, and it's versatile up to 7 outlets. So I can be charging my phone, my laptop, my drone, pretty much everything that we have to even do this video. And you guys will see how I use this thing firsthand in finding the biggest meal of our challenge. Stay tuned for that. And this thing comes with a USB-C cable, and it'll charge the power bank to 100% in 90 minutes. So during this 72-hour challenge, we haven't had much time between meals, so the fast recharging time has been absolutely crucial. And it's extremely portable. I mean, it's like that big. 30% smaller than the industry average size. So I can take this thing in the blind, keep it in the car, literally put it in my backpack and charge as I go. I used to carry just a bunch of small power banks around. Now I just got one small unit, and really it takes up less space than all those power banks I used to use. There's also a solar charging option. So you can recharge during the day and then use it at nighttime. You can also use an app with your power station. You can see all the information about it while you're using it. And there's some things on there you can customize. The Anchor Solix C300 DC is literally built for the outdoors. We're feeling the effects of the current hurricane going on. This right here is one of my only sources of power. So not only is it good for the outdoors, it's good to have when the lights go down. And the best part is it's on sale right now for Fall Prime Day. And you can get this right now on sale for a limited time using the very top link in my description. This light is really handy. We appreciate Anchor for sending this one out and for helping us out with this video. Again, make sure to check them out. Let's get back to the video. Trout is not as good as it once was.
It's still good for you, though. Good for you.
Better than nothing. So now we got some meat to make sure we're not absolutely going to starve throughout this challenge. Possibly, but hopefully not. Because we are 3 good-sized people. There's like 1,000 pounds of us or something like that. Isn't that right, Zach?
That's very right.
And at this next location, we're able to go after a couple different species at the same time. We're going for crappie and catfish. Now, the cool thing about catfish is that we can actually set out lines called limb lines, where you essentially just tie them to a tree, let them dangle in the water, and they can be fishing for you while we're focusing on something else. This is one of the most effective ways for us to use our time during this challenge.
Smoked her.
All right, we're on the water now, boys. We're in a no-wake zone, the longest no-wake zone in the history of no-wake zones. Right here is pretty much the setup. We got our bait and other line and hooks here. I believe we're allowed to have 25 lines a person. If I understand correctly, we can have 75 lines. I don't think we're putting out that many today. Hopefully it's not gonna take that many to get a fish fry going. We got 3 people aboard. Honestly, it's at least a 2-man job. We have done this a few times. We've never done limb lines before. We've done jug lines. Jug lines is definitely a 2-man job. I would say limb lines is probably gonna be a 2 or 3-man job. At least for us. We're gonna get this baby rolling, pull up to our little cove, start setting out some lines. This is gonna be how the process works. A limb line is essentially what you put on a limb, right? These are roughly about 5 foot, which may or may not be too much. Every limb is gonna be a little bit different. We want this to hang a little bit in the water, but not too much. So much so that they get tangled up.
You just want the flavors kind of blending out in the water a little.
Pretty much. We have a little circle hook on there. Honestly, our snap is probably too small, but we're just gonna run it anyway. Hopefully that's gonna reduce how many tangles we have. We're gonna put zip ties on the limb. We got our nice little legal tag right there. And then we're using some of this bait that you get from Walmart. It's actually really cheap, and it worked the last time we came out. So we gotta find a really strong limb here. You don't want something that's just gonna break off.
Oh, somebody has fished this tree.
What I don't need is all people on me here. All weight cannot go to one freaking side. Understandable? Everybody's like, oh, Daddy, I'm sitting on the cooler on the edge over here. Freaked out, okay?
What he is talking about. Don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's happening.
I mean, maybe I can put it. This is brutal.
There it is. I see it.
Okay, right there. We're gonna zip tie to it. The bait is currently not in the water.
That will not do. That will not do.
It's just not gonna work.
I need your over there is the problem, okay?
All right, we had to get things straightened out a little bit. We've actually pulled up to this tree here, and we've already put a couple on a few limbs. What we're gonna do is just tie it right to this, and it's gonna hang straight down in the water, and there's only about that much in the water, so they really can't get tangled up.
The question is, are they gonna come up to the very tip top to eat that?
Oh yeah, for sure. So we're just gonna run that through.
Of course. Why not?
Because it's got frigged up.
Why not?
No, stop.
Backwards, maybe. So the zip tie option does have some caveats.
It has some constraints.
It has some problems. This swivel that we put on here The zip tie is too big. We had to rig something up, but I still think it'll work. Probably gonna be a headache on the other ones, but this right here is what we're using to bait these up. Now we're just gonna push away from the tree. We don't have weight on it or anything. Don't drop it.
Dangling.
Waiting for a big old catfish. I don't think he can get hung up right there, do you?
I don't think so.
Feel pretty good about that. Now we're just gonna do that like 25 more times or something. This is a good looking little spot to do some topwater popping, you know it. I'm afraid a turtle's gonna come up here and snap my SpongeBob's off. This right here is a perfect limb. Good old limb shaker is what we're trying to get here. This is good old, what, a pine? Got her zip tied, you got the bait going out. It's like, yeah, that's perfect. That looks good. The limb I want just so happens to be covered in a, well, I'm in a, I don't know what kind of spider's in there, but I'm about to get destroyed with it. Zip tied. Bait going down. There we go. I could see that catching a turtle. That may not be, I would like them to be a little bit deeper than that. I don't know, that's pretty low. I don't think we need to do that one. This one right, there's all kinds of brush right here. Yeah, this one right here is beautiful. Right there, that branch right there is what I want. There's too much wood right here. We don't want them getting hung up in that. I can see them getting hung there too, Zach. I don't know if it gets any better though. Okay, I'm gonna zip tie here. Be careful, he's about to hook me in the leg. Back us out, back us out. There he goes. How to catch them, just will they get hung? That's the problem. Let me know down below if you guys have ever used the zip ties before. It's just kind of an idea we had. It's very convenient, very quick. Throw that out, straddle this pole. Don't think about the spiders and snakes that are probably on it. Actually, there's one right there where my hand is. You see that? And right there's the bait just dangling. I do feel like we probably should put weights on these for some reason, just to hold it down in the water maybe. This system has been going pretty good. James has been putting like the zip ties through the little swivels and the tags. And Zach has been baiting, and of course your boy's been on the front line here just battling the black widows.
Boots on the ground or boots in the water.
Boots. SpongeBob's in the water. We got 4 more left of these. Then we're going to deploy some jugs.
We're pulling out all the stops here. We got jugs, we got limb lines, we have rods in the water.
Yeah.
Fish will be caught. We will be having a fish fry.
They will be caught. And get a little closer.
We're about as close as we can get.
I'm hung on a stump. Hung up.
Hung.
Hung.
Oh, that's a good one.
That one don't catch us a fish, we're in trouble. All right, up next, we're using jugs. Pretty much the same setup as a limb line, but with jugs, these are just free floating. Limb lines stay on the bank wherever you tie them. These can move around with the wind, with the fish. We're gonna put 2 or 3 of these out here, and then we're gonna move to a different location. First one's out.
Explain what you're doing.
Balling a big ball of dough up on here.
What's it smell like?
Smells like crap.
It literally does smell like dog crap. I'm considering like dehydrating my dog's crap and like
Brother, you do that,
powdering it up into like garlic and stuff.
you do that, you own.
Really?
That's where Zach draws the line.
Where I draw the line.
All right, jug. There she is. All right, we're gonna do this a bunch of more times. Hopefully we'll catch some catfish. Now, I believe we have 30 total lines out in this water right now. All right, we have found a nice little pile of crappie here. And what we're using for bait, personal favorite, you guys know me, a minnow. Straight up minnow, hooked through the tail.
There's a reason you love minnow trapping.
We're gonna get these out and just see how active these crappie are. You guys wanna look down here at the graph? There's quite a few of them.
There's a ton of them.
Ton of crappie right there. That's what we're gonna be trying to catch. We'll hook him right through the lips like that. Keep him nice and lively. Make him look like he's struggling. So the crappie alive. There right there is a big paddlefish. You see that?
He's right up above them crappie.
Yeah, he is. Fish on.
There you
Fish
go.
On. Oh,
Came
no.
off too quick.
Dang.
Too quick with them. Look at that. That was a good
That
one.
was a dang good one, brother.
Man, he gave you a little parting gift. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good one.
There he is.
Get him in.
Crappie in the boat. Oh, sorry.
I'm
You're hooked. You were hooked.
You have got me. There we go.
Okay.
We're free.
All right, well, sorry about that, James. These crappie are fired up. It's not a big one.
That's a good one for this lake.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size. There is no limit on this lake, so we will be keeping all that we catch, including this guy right here. Let's go ahead and get him in the live well. We've got a few more in there. While we're waiting on our catfish lines, we're just gonna try to hammer these guys and see how many we can catch. These are some of the most delicious fish in this entire lake, in the world, really. As many of these as we can catch, the better.
Film it. Film that, Tate. I'm going. How is he? Is he big? Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. So he's about to pull a tree in the water.
Look at that limb. That's what they call a limb shaker, brother.
That is not a bad fish.
That is not a bad one. Look at that.
Well, then it's pretty obvious what we're looking for. We'll know if they're on there.
I don't know, brother. Hearing that limb shake, that's fun.
I thought a squirrel was jumping out of a tree or something.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get him.
That is a good fish, Tate. Here he is. Get him in.
In the boat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. That is not a bad fish.
That is a good catfish, brother. That right there will feed a couple people anyway.
That happened live.
Look at that. Is that a blue?
And that is a channel. You can barely see the black spots still left on him.
Yeah. Nice channel. It's gonna take a few more than that though.
Get him in the live well.
Get him in the live well so we can catch some more.
There he is. Oh gosh.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this baby rebaited. Keep doing our rounds. That was epic, brother. All right, we're about to fry up some crappie and some catfish. We got some Guggen fish fry. I've had this once before, never had the Cajun. Looks pretty good.
Oh, it's real. Oh, it smells great.
Yeah, it's spicy. It smells good, but it is spicy. We're not gonna fix up all this right now. We gotta portion things out, right? Drop us a little piece in there, a little crappie nugget. You got the catfish over there as well.
Catfish is over here ready to go. Little crappie, little catfish. Get a little variation.
Feel like a professional or something. Little nugget. Look at that little nugget. Crappie nugget.
It's like a catfish, kind of thick. Another catfish.
Yeah, crappie nugget.
Little crappie.
I don't know what's crappie and what ain't at this point.
But you know what though? They're both gonna be good. And we've had the Guggen, the regular Guggen fish burn. We've never tried the Cajun before.
I'm excited for the spicy.
I'm really excited for it.
It'll be like a different, just a little something different than what we've had already. We got more fish over there frying up. We didn't fix it all. I don't know if it's catfish. I don't know if it's crappie.
It's a little chef's treat.
Let's just try it out. Little mystery bundle. Here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa. That seasoning is good. It's spicy.
It's really, it's spicy. There's a little spice element there. It's good though.
God, that's good. I'm pretty sure it's catfish.
That's catfish.
I think it's catfish.
It's a little bit more dense.
That was really, really good. We're getting ready to absolutely demolish this fish right here. I think this will definitely get us to our next meal. We've been eating a lot of fish. We need something a little different.
Not gonna lie though, bro, this is not a meal. This is, look at this is a feast. We got a fish fry going.
That looks pretty daggone good.
Well, heck yeah.
And you guys might be wondering why we've been doing this entire thing at James's house. That's because my wife no longer allows me to cook inside my house. And that's also why James is cooking inside his house, because he also doesn't want me cooking inside his house.
Oh my god. No,
Grab
no.
that, yeah, grab that.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh my god, Tate, what are you doing?
Needless to say, your boy is not a cook, okay? Gotta say, this is some of the best catfish I have ever had. If that is catfish, and I believe it is.
I can say that that is the best catfish I've ever had. That breading literally might be the best bread. Brother, you gonna eat that? Bro.
This is a great place for squirrels, and I'll tell you why. Anytime you want to find something, always look for a food source. These are acorns. Squirrels go up trees, they cut them down, and then usually at a later time during the day, they come down trees, and then they eat the acorns that they've cut off the trees. This is a great place for squirrels. A little survival knowledge for you guys. That didn't cost you a dime. See if we can get a squirrel.
Did see a squirrel right then, but unfortunately, it was right in the line of that house, so we're not gonna take that shot. So that kind of sucks, but it kind of is what it is. Better safe than sorry. We got a tree. We got a squirrel right here. We're in pursuit. There he is. There he is. There he is. Here, see him?
No,
Get him?
I didn't see him fall.
Nope, he didn't fall. Not this tree. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 trees. He's right next to it. I gotta take a shot on him, buddy. I got him. I got him. I got him. Let's go. Smoked him. Let's freaking go, baby. You see him now? That was probably what, 40 yards? He's moving around, baby. We just ain't eating fish.
All right, I'm not so sure that Zach got the shot on the squirrel because our scope is way too small for our scope cam. But by golly, we got a squirrel down. All right, trying to find him. This is one of the hardest parts of squirrel hunting is retrieving your kill. I think he's right in here somewhere. Where did he go? I know he didn't go far. I'm having some trouble here. We cannot lose this guy. All right, we almost didn't find him because everything is green this time of year. Look around you. Everything's green. I knew I hit him though. Right here, he is. That's a decent looking squirrel.
Right, the side of the head.
All right, well, we got the squirrel completely done. We just fried it up, put some seasoning on it. We're just eating the legs for now. We're gonna save the rest for a later date because who knows what we're gonna get during this challenge. Zach, bon appetit, sir.
Try it out. That looks very, very tough.
It's tough, but it ain't bad.
Do not lie.
So now we got some fish, we got a squirrel. Now it's time to go out and try to get something different. We've knocked out the land and the sea. How about the air? Now it's currently dove season, and your boy knows a few things about doves, except for when there's a pigeon around. Then I think that's a dove, and I think doves are pigeons. You see what I'm saying. But it is dove season, and I've got some people around me that are going to help me correctly identify doves, and that is our next target. We are now not hardly halfway through this challenge. Well, I'm just going to say this. We're tired of eating trout at this point, okay? We have drove almost 2 hours away to get to this location, and I'm seeing some doves up here on a power line. There's crows here. Crows are in season, and there are also geese over here on the pond. We have a lot of opportunities today, but I'm telling you what, there's one thing that we cannot do, and that is leave here empty-handed. We have invested so much time into this place, and there's just too many opportunities to not make something happen. I'm looking at about 10 doves right now. It is currently dove season. Pretty much everything's in season right now. We're coming into fall. It's time. So if we see a squirrel, daggum it, we see a crow, we see a daggum, I don't know, a panda, it's over, okay? He's hungry, I'm hungry. Well, it's time to fill the freezer. All right, guys, we got some doves up here on this power line. We're wanting to make sure there's no geese over here. Geese is the main target right now. All right, right now, our main priority is probably the biggest bird that we can get right now, and that's probably a goose, or hopefully it's plural, geese. Not seeing the geese right now. Kind of disappointed. Never had goose before, and really, honestly, at this point, I don't care what it is. I just want something besides fish.
We're gonna spread out along the edge of this field right here. The doves should be flying through, so we're gonna sit here and just wait. And as soon as you see one coming, now they're gonna be moving fast. It's not easy to shoot. It's like shooting skeet.
I've never killed a dove before.
Well,
in season.
we're gonna do our best to change that.
When I say not in season, you guys remember I've mistakenly killed a dove before thinking it was a pigeon. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not a poacher, okay? Not intentionally. Definitely geese in the area. So what that look like to you? A woolly worm? No, says I. Come closer. Look at that. They're close.
Rough.
Doves and geese did not happen. Okay, now we're going on down the totem pole a little bit on something a little bit less desirable. We're going for crows, and there's a lot of crows out here, and you can kind of tell us the setup on the deal here.
So we got a game call right here.
Okay.
And they have a crow fight set. So when crows hear each other fighting, they want to get in on the action.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up in this corn patch right here.
Okay.
And we're gonna camp out right over here next to this barn.
Right here in this barn's where we're going to be camping.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this over here in the corn, hit this crow fight. And from the woods and all around, a bunch of crows are gonna start flying into us. As soon as they get within range, Tate, you and I are gonna pop out from this barn and just knock as many down as we can.
Perfect.
Make some sloppy crow.
Sloppy crow, that's right. All right, so we're going to set this. So crows come over here anyway, picking on the corn and whatnot. Huge nuisance. We don't want them doing that stuff. Crow call there. Crows can't help but come in and see what's happening. We give them the old boom boom right over here in the barn. He said they show up pretty quick. I've never done this before. You see them on camera? Oh no.
I saw them over there. See where that power line is?
Okay.
They just flew off the roof.
The rain is probably not helping with this, right?
No, it is not.
It's not helping. It is raining. That was fast. We saw movement fast.
We're gonna out there and grab that. We're gonna wait for it to quit raining.
The rain has put a hurting on us today. I don't know if that calls rainproof or not, is it? I don't know. Wait for the rain to stop, and till then, I'll sit here and be hungry.
So we got this big storm moving through right now, which is not ideal, but won't last long, and it should get the deer moving this evening, and then you'll be eating like a king.
That's what we need. I'm not eating like a king currently. I'm
Starving to death.
peasant right now. Zach is trying to hold on too. He hasn't had anything but trout pretty much. I will say these chickens looking extra thick. If that was to fly like 20 yards away, just kind of catch the silhouette, looks a lot like a crow, does it not?
Let's go!
Oh, let's go. I know I hit one.
I got that one right there.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good. We got one apiece. All right, we got a dove right here, 2 doves.
Get you one, Ethan.
I will say this is not a lot of meat, but it's pretty good though. 2 doves down, we need a few more to go. They keep lighting right there on that power line. Of course, we're not trying to shoot the power line. Wait until they fly off of it, or when they get up there, we just kind of spook them. So 2 doves down, baby. Let's go. If you can't tell, it's wet outside, okay? But we got the doves right here. We're gonna go in here and fix them up, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. You ever had dove before, Zach? Getting ready to tell you right now. All right, so right there is 1 dove. Don't be hating on how much meat we got off of it. Into the egg wash, into the seasoned flour, and then into the skillet. I know everybody's gonna say we should have done poppers. We ain't got time for that. Subscribe, please. All right,
right, what's the strat here? What we got going on?
So this is, you ever had chicken parmesan?
I have.
This is Dove Parmesan. You know how when you go to a real fancy restaurant, they serve you tiny little portions? That's what you gotta think about right here.
Probably not great for a survival 72-hour deal, but that's going to be a heck of a lot better than the trout I've eaten. All right, there we go. You want to split these or what? All right, Zach is letting his cool down right here. Ethan was nice enough to fix it for us. So
Yeah.
okay, I've never had Dove Parmesan. But here we go. That is great. It's kind of like dark meat chicken almost. How about that? That's good stuff. Unfortunately, that is all we have. That just ain't gonna do.
That is
You know what I'm saying? That just will not do. We got a couple other stops to make. We're gonna go see if we can find some rattlesnake. I've never had rattlesnake before. And we got another place you guys might think is interesting. Whew. All right, well, it's currently raining. We're going up here to check on the rattlesnakes, see if we got anything. I've heard rattlesnakes good. Never had it for myself. Hopefully, we're gonna find out by the end of the day. And get a good poking stick. Good poking stick acquired. So you actually set these out to attract snakes, right? Pieces of tin strategically placed to attract these suckers. It's harvest time. Now, here we go. First piece.
Nobody home.
Empty.
Go check some more.
All right. It's absolutely coming down. I'm soaked. Our next piece. Oh, that looks like that should have a rattlesnake in it. Man. Nothing.
You boys might be going hungry.
We knew there was a good chance there might not be any there, but it was worth a shot, right? Other than getting absolutely soaked. Calories are burning. Output is greater than the intake. That is not sustainable. All right, y'all, we're out here again, and we're going for some crows this time. Crows, not the most best thing I can think of to eat. That's a way to say it. We're not picky right now, just to be completely honest with you. We're setting up the crow call. We're hiding behind this bale of hay. We'll see if we can knock some down. Come on, push, 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 push. There we go. That'll give us a little bit better blind. Heck yeah. All right, Zach ain't hunting with us, but we want him to have a little fun, so we're gonna throw him up some chalky milk here. We know he can down some chalky milk, and he's good with a 12 gauge. Let's see what we can do with this. See what a half fill can do. Play pool.
That's dead chalky milk right there. All right, Tate.
All right, you ready?
I don't know. Brother, I don't think you got it.
I definitely got it. All right. This is Walmart's cheapest, if you guys haven't seen that, so he's gonna give it a shot.
Just a little background. He is a professional sharpshooter. He's on the collegiate rifle team. Brother,
You hit it?
there ain't a single BB in it.
All right,
My
Pete.
turn to outdo you. My name is Ethan Pugh. I'm not a professional rifle shooter for a college.
Nothing?
God dang.
So we've taken out some smaller game, some smaller fish species up to this point. If this were an actual survive forever type challenge, we would definitely need something bigger. And just recently, deer archery season just come in. And that's exactly what we're going for. Now, it's not currently gun season, but it is archery season. And your boy's been practicing. I picked up this nice 360 chair. Only 50 bucks at Walmart, not too shabby. I'm excited as heck to use this thing in the blind. I've never had a fancy seat in the blind before. Whew. It's warm out here. All right, we pulled up here. Over there's the corn pile. Nice looking field here. Zach's coming with the chair. Here's the blind. Probably getting here a little later than what we should, but not too shabby. All right, there's the view. This is one of those perforated blinds. It's kind of nice. If we get a deer, we're gonna have to find it probably pretty quick or the meat will spoil. It's hot. Zach is also wearing orange. You wear orange during deer season. We'll see if we get one. And it doesn't take long for a deer to give me the most perfect shot that I ever could have dreamed of.
Smoked her. Smoked her. Smoked her.
I've always wanted to do the bat. I've got bad news. I think she dug my arrow. And that was the only arrow we had. I think she dug me. Felt good about that shot. She 100%, I believe she dug it. Seen it right then as we replayed it. I felt good about the shot. That's brutal. Your boy missed, all right? I know. I missed my first chance at an archery deer. Okay, it wasn't a buck,
but it was meat. And right now, that's what we're going for.
Unfortunately, I only had one arrow because I only had one broadhead. Ethan is coming with more broadheads to me. I'll see if we can wait it out and hopefully another one shows up. He's coming in right now. Hopefully he don't spook any. Hopefully I get another shot. That was a prime eating deer too. You know what? That's brutal. That's my first ever bow shot on a deer. I felt calm, cool, collected. Look back at the shot. Maybe it was a little high. I don't know. You guys be the judge. That's where we are. That sucks. Hungry, disappointed, tired. Got one of those hungry headaches. Probably where I'm detoxifying from all the crap in the food. We still got more daylight. There's more deer here. We know that.
You're no longer thriving, you're surviving. Pretty much.
I gotta be honest with you guys, I love eating fish, and while that's good for surviving, thriving has not been occurring up to this point. Just to be frank, I'm getting sick of eating fish. So Zach is now out of the challenge. He gave up, and I'm pretty sure he gave up before he confessed to giving up, but now it's just me and James. So now we're heading back out to the blind, and knowing how many turkey and deer are in this area, I think there's a great chance that we can get on one. And with that previous miss just hanging over my head, if I get an opportunity, I've got to make this one count.
Stroke him. Go. Freaking go.
Yeah, Daddy. That is my first deer ever with a bow.
So many failures, but it paid out.
This has been a heck of a day.
I'm shaking.
It's been a heck of a trip, brother.
I don't know where he hit, but
She.
She.
I think it's a decent doe.
it's a good sized doe. It's
Good
not.
sized
It's
doe.
probably last year's doe. So I mean, it's
Let's go, baby.
boom.
Oh, we're eating good now.
Yes. All right. The only one in the field, dude.
Hey, if y'all don't believe in Anchor, that's literally how I'm powering my phone right now. This has been a full hunt here. So shout out to them again. It's been a rough, long hunt.
So we actually have doubled up. That's right. We were hunting with some other people. You guys know Ethan and one of his buddies. And well, they also got them a doe, I do believe. We got to track that down. We know where mine's laying. The real work's getting ready to start right now. As soon as we find these guys, I think it was a pretty good hit. He seems pretty confident, so tracking's already done for mine. Have you ever seen one drop before with a bow? Don't know exactly where I hit it. I feel good about it. We'll find out here shortly.
But for now, we're just walking through these soybean fields, looking for blood.
All right, y'all, I do have a confession to make. This deer is a lot, I say a lot smaller than what it looked at approximately 29 yards away. But we got her gutted. We're gonna eat it, okay? Don't y'all be hating, all right? We're feeling freezers here. We're trying to eat something.
Good and tender.
Good and tender. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. I did clip her in the spine, and somehow I got a lung shot. The shot, I think, was pretty good. Ducked me again. My bow's just loud as heck, and this time it happened. Let's get it processed. All right, well, we have ground up this venison. Venison means deer meat. And we put some beef fat in there. That's pretty standard. People like doing that. We tried it. First time ever doing this. Looks pretty freaking good, if I gotta say so myself.
They smell awesome.
Smell great. We put some seasonings on there, some Fireshire. I think it's gonna taste good too. This is a really small deer. Probably get some hate for that. I don't care. This is gonna be good. And what a way to finish off this challenge.
Woo! There's one. Woo! 2, 3. 3.
All right, right there we have 3 well put together burgers. Just your classic bun, cheese, ketchup, patty, bun.
That's it. I've never had deer before.
Really?
Not once.
That's going to be epic for you to try deer for the first time. This is the last thing I'm going to be eating, and then I'm probably going to go get me some Mickey D's. Let's take a bite, see how she tastes. Toast.
Toast? You ready?
Here we go.
Wow. Hold on.
That's
Oh,
great.
oh.
That's good.
It's really look at the. It might be maybe a smidge overdone. Do you think maybe?
Maybe.
It's still juicy.
So
though.
juicy.
It's like not dry.
That beef fat really helps.
It does, and it's like not like gamey. Like I know what gamey tastes like. It's not gamey
Not
at
at
all.
So good. That is so good. This is probably the best thing I've had so far. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really tough. I did lose some poundage, but it was a great time, and I've got some meat in the freezer, even after this challenge. Make sure to click right here to check out my hunting playlist, and click right here because YouTube really thinks you like that video. You should check it out. We'll see you on the next one.